Back shy of the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down following the incompletion.
Big stuff, G. Big stuff. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. This one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. That would give to the big fullback. This is Whitlock. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a nice sizable gain right there, and you've got to give credit to the offensive line because when you're dealing with a 3-4 defense, your job first and foremost on the defensive line is to hold everything up and allow your 4 linebackers to stay clean, as they say, with no blockers on them and run to the ball and make a tackle. But on that play, to get that type of yardage, that means they weren't able to stay that clean, and they made the tackle downfield.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. A toss play to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They run again with Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw left side, complete. That's Gray. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Hunt, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
here with Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw here. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. He'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked out sideways, right at the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now back to throw. There he goes inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. In the red zone this time.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 16. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole a little bit, right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. On 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Now let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stafford on first down. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll bang that one through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 22-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Leopard! Here we go now. 3 yards.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And Brinza's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Lions now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding no way to go.